Dave, I feel like you about to play in Lauren's face, and I don't like that. So as of now, you were already on the sticky, but as of now, I got all four of my eyes on you. Don't play in Lauren's face like that. Why are you worried about Molly? Why? What's up, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is TammyTalks. We are here today to talk Love is Blind Season 8. We are still in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is episode 7, Bueller. If you guys are brand new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video. I looked at the analytics from the past 2 videos. 30% of y'all watching are not subscribed. I don't like that, okay? So we are super close to 35,000 subs. Do me a favor, if you are not watching the season because it's boring and I am doing the heavy lifting for you, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, leave your comments down below on episode 7 and episode 7 only. If you are unsure if your comment is a spoiler, it probably is. If you are unsure what happened in episode 7, you didn't watch the video, okay? Don't leave spoilers, y'all. The same way that y'all are able to watch the show and have the boredom excitement and all that type of stuff on what is to come next, content creators would like that same courtesy and respect, okay? I promise you, if you put a spoiler in the comments, you will be blocked. Don't Instagram me asking to be unblocked, because I'm going to block you over there too, all right? But let's go ahead and get into the show. So, I don't have pictures. I have a sore throat. My throat is on fire right now. I did not feel like getting pictures. If you do not remember these 5 couples, you watch the show too fast, okay? I know some of them look alike, but if I am describing the scenes, y'all should be able to keep up. Otherwise, use your Googles. All right, so we continue with the conversation that Daniel and Taylor were having. So Taylor is like, look, all the stuff that we talked about in the pods were things that also popped up that were on my Instagram profile. You know, faith, Christmas, Taco Bell, you know, basic stuff that a lot of people have in their profile, but Taylor feels is indicative of her. So Daniel said, look, when the doors opened, that was the first time that I had ever seen you. I promise you of that. He was like, because if I would have even recognized your profile, if I would have recognized you or anything else and all that type of stuff, because, you know, photographic memory, if I would have recognized any of that stuff, I would have told production. No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have, Daniel. Let's be very for real. You would not have, okay? So he then said that he just honestly and truly does not remember if he did. So Taylor was like, well, I got the followers app and it can tell me. And I said, Taylor, baby, I don't think those apps work. Do they? I remember when, what was it called? Unfollow Me and followers and all that stuff. With like people really thought that they would be able to get into the Instagram API and it would be able to tell them who unfollow them and blah, 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 blah. I don't know how accurate that still is, but Taylor believes that it is. So production came out and was like, hey girl, you need your phone? Here's your phone. Here's your phone. If you need your phone, you can have your phone and then you can look it up if it's going to give you peace of mind. Taylor said, I'll take that. Thank you. So Taylor starts looking through and she's like, what's the Wi-Fi? Anybody have the Wi-Fi? Anyone? And then they both yell out, Bueller. I said, oh girl. That's when I knew Taylor wasn't serious about this, right? Because if I feel like somebody has been low-key stalking me, we not going to be yucking it up right now. We're not going to, right? So production gives her the Wi-Fi and Taylor is scrolling. I said, damn, girl, how many people unfollowed you? What are you over there saying? That the people are like, ooh, not this page. So she was like, lost a lot of followers. This is kind of humbling. I said, I bet it is, girl. She was scrolling. The entire time she's scrolling, Daniel is low-key looking nervous. Now, me, myself, personally, do I believe that he could have come across her profile, looked at her profile, and then unfollowed her? I do. Do I think that he could have remembered her and then in his mind, she talking about Taco Bell and this and that and the other? I do. Do I think that he followed her onto the show? That I don't. I don't think it was a Uche and Lydia situation. I think that this could have just been a coincidence that Daniel took advantage of. I understand how Taylor could feel about it, but here's the thing, either you're going to stay with him or not. Like, if you're going to choose to stay with him, then stay with him, but don't keep bringing this up. So she gets tired of scrolling because, look like thousands of people been unfollowing her. So she was like, you know what? I'm just going to drop it because she can't find his name. So she gets in her confessional, and now she's saying how she does love him, and now she feels bad, and she's a little low-key embarrassed because she feels like she just caused a big mess over nothing. And I'm like, look, I'm going to say this. I'm a person that I wholeheartedly believe in trusting your gut. You got that gut reaction for a reason. You did, okay? So we then find out we have 5 couples that we are going to be following on their journey. We do know that old girl with the half situation, that one, the little half outfit shirt, whatever, the one that Sinal or Swoop 88, whatever you changed your name to, the one that they said that I need to learn to be nicer because I laughed at their jacket. She got engaged, and then Brittany ended up getting engaged to someone else too. So we know that there are always way more engagements than we actually see. But our 5 couples for the show are Monica and Joey, the friends, Sarah and Ben, the All Lives Matters, the Lauren and David, we have Taylor and Daniel, and then we have Devin and Virginia, the DEI couple of the season, all right? So they are in Honduras, okay? So we start off with Virginia and Devin. He is super tatted, like tatted, okay? So he has one of his, I think he said one of his sleeves or his leg sleeve is dedicated to like cartoons or something. So she was concerned that he watched cartoons. She was concerned he played video games. I don't know why some women make a big deal about they do playing video games. If they play video games, they play video games. Like, unless you are playing video games to the point where you are neglecting all of your adult responsibilities, I don't know why somebody playing video games is such a big deal. I don't get it. Stuff like that doesn't bother me. So he was like, no. So they keep making jokes about his age and him being younger. I'm like, 1 is going to get old fast. And 2, there is some truth to that. There is some truth to it. She then said that he doesn't look young. He looks very grown and sexy. I said, he don't look that young because that sunroof is opening up very quickly, okay? She just doesn't look comfortable with him. I don't know if Virginia doesn't really like him, if she's not really physically attracted to him, or if she is just like an awkward person like that. But Virginia does not look attracted to Devin whatsoever. She not attracted. She looks uncomfortable around him. I don't know what it is. Okay. We then get Dave and Lauren. So Lauren is like, I got a bikini wax. I got my nails done. And the lady told me that I can't have sex for up to 24 hours. And she was like kind of bummed about that. I said, girl, you thought y'all was going to be knocking him tonight? Okay. Because he is still a stranger. He's your husband, but he's a stranger. So Dave was looking like, come hither. Okay. Dave was ready. We then get to Taylor and Daniel. They talking about Christmas again. Oh, girl. When did y'all shoot this? Was this shot Christmas Eve? Oh, Lord, the Christmas talk. So they're talking. He want to, I guess one tradition that she does is she buys a Christmas ornament everywhere she goes to put on her tree. That's cute. I love it. Good for you. I have no issues with that. He was like, well, maybe we can put my stocking over the bed. Don't do that. Also, don't put no hole in them people's wall at that hotel. That's not yours. That's not your room to do that. He then goes to the bathroom, and she had to tell him to wash his hands, and he was like, oh, right. I'm sorry. So he goes to the bathroom, and she has to tell him, wash your hands, and he was like, oh, right. That means you don't wash your hands, Dave. You nasty son of a... You don't wash your hands when you use the bathroom. Lord have mercy. Oh, Taylor. Oh, Taylor. Taylor. That should have been grounds for you being like, fuck it all to hell right now. Don't eat nothing that man cooks. So Dave and Lauren, she's awkward, okay? I don't think Dave likes her. I don't think Dave really finds her aesthetically pleasing. I don't think he's really attracted to her. So she's asking him on a scale of 1 to 10, how awkward is she being? And he was like, no, you're fine. But like, nah, y'all being awkward. I feel like Dave is ready to hump. He's ready to hunch. Whereas Lauren is still kind of seeing him as her husband, but still a stranger. So we get to Ben and Sarah. He brought a box fan in his luggage. I said, so you didn't bring no clothes? How you fit a whole fan? He's trying to get up and show the fan. He done knocked all the water and stuff over. So we get to Joey and Monica. Monica was worried that it would be weird for them in person. And not that they're like weird that it was. Monica thought it would be weird for them in person because they are no longer in the pods. Y'all know every season we have a person who was like, this is so weird because I'm not talking through a wall anymore. So, but they seem to be doing okay so far. Dave and Lauren. So Dave said that it's interesting putting the physical and the emotional together. So they're having this interesting conversation where I feel, my opinion only, okay, I feel that Dave is basically saying that he's not really physically attracted to her. He's kind of skirting around it. But that's what it was given for me from Dave. Because we remember, Dave is the one that said that he's shallow, he lacks integrity. He's the one that because he works in, because of the industry that he works in, he feels that women should look a certain way, probably with the BBLs and the lipos and the tummy tucks and all that type of stuff. That's how Dave probably feels that a woman should look, and Lauren doesn't look like that. Their conversations are interesting. It's a lot of yep. That's what they're giving a lot of. And I'm like, oh man. So we then pan back over to Virginia and Devin. So they go get a couples massage. And they're talking afterwards. And they're like, they feel that their families are going to love each other. And they're like, this is just so easy. Oh my God, this is so easy. And y'all know what that means. Whenever a couple is like, this is so easy. We're the best. This is awesome. Everyone should, I wish everyone's marriage was as easy as ours. Those are the people that have the biggest set of foolishness go on, right? So he said that she makes love so easy. And I'm like, yeah, okay, for now. We pan back over to Dave and Lauren. And he was like, so how did your first night go? How were things? Was good? And she was like, oh, it was great, but you need to get your snoring together. Now, she said it was a joke. I don't know if she's joking or not, but he looked kind of taken aback by it. And I guess it's because women have made that comment to him before. Look, I am of the belief of the ilk that people can't help if they snore. Now, if your snoring is to the point where it's like sleep apnea, oh my God, but then yeah, but if you snoring. So they then talk about how picky they have been in the past. And Lauren said that it's been hard for her to open up easily. Dave is like, yeah, because I will go to people's profiles, whether Facebook or Instagram, and I would see something that I don't like, and I would just kind of cut it all off and be like, no, I'm good. Now, see, my issue here, Dave, is that I feel like you think that you really out here killing the girls and you're not. Okay? Now, I don't think that Dave is an ugly man by any means, but I feel like you really doing a lot. Okay? You feel like you are that in a bag of chips, and you're not, though. I mean, I feel like Dave's lack of integrity, his superficiality that he has, I think that's getting ready to come into play. So they then decide to do a dunk tank, and she knocks him in on the second try. We see Ben and Sarah, they are snorkeling. Not much to see there. A lot of these scenes this episode were very quick scenes. Like, we're not, here's the thing. This is what's interesting. In the pods, the scenes were too long, and now it's like, damn, they done talking already? Netflix, we got to find the balance. Y'all said this was Chelsea's season. Remember Chelsea and Kwame from Seattle? This is her casting. So we then get to Daniel and Taylor. So they're having a little waterside lunch. And she still feels bad about the Instagram situation. Taylor, I don't think you feel bad about it. Says, I think it's still weighing heavily on you because you 1,000% believe that he did follow and unfollow you. So he's like, I think we handled it well. Sure. So they both feel good about how they talked everything through, and Daniel thinks that this is going to bring them closer together. I'm sorry, but how is her accusing you of being a quote unquote stalker going to bring y'all closer together? This is a story y'all can tell y'all great grandchildren. Yeah, back when we met, your Mima accused me of stalking her to be on TV. Like, come on, come on. So they both say that they are all in for this marriage, and I'm like, for now, because I feel like this follow unfollow thing, this Instagram situation, that is not the end of it, is gonna come back into play, and it's just a matter of time. Okay. We then get to the friends, Monica and Joey, and we find out that Joey is OCD. Okay. So he said that it was his way of having like some sort of control in his life. So he would do little things like count the number of steps he took. Whenever he walked out of a door, he always made sure that his right foot came last. Whenever he would touch something, he always wanted to make sure that like his index finger is the last thing that touched it. So he would do little stuff like that. So Monica was like, how did you get out of it? And he would say, well, they wanted me to do medication or do some type of exposure therapy. He was like, but I just, brought myself out of it. Now, I don't know how OCD works. I don't know what the treatments are for it, but I did not peg OCD as something that you can just get yourself out of. So I don't know if maybe it's just not as strong or whatever the case. I don't know, but they have a little basic conversation. We don't see too much of it or too much of them yet. I feel like they got engaged the first episode, and then we're getting just a little bit about them now. So cool. All right. So we pan back over to Virginia and Devin. All right. So they are hanging out by the pool, and they feel like they are the same person. We're so alike. We even brought the same swimsuits. I said, okay, their conversations seem very surface level. I don't think they're getting into a whole lot. They're not really digging deep. Not yet, at least, which I thought was interesting because Devin told her in the past that they were both kind of holding things back from each other. It doesn't seem like anything came out of that conversation. So we shall see. But they're in the pool. I feel like that's the first time I've noticed them kiss. So maybe something is progressing. I don't know. All right. So the final scene is Dave and Lauren. Dave, come here. Sit right here. Sit right here next to me. He said that she moves around a lot while she sleeps and she pees a lot. Dave then said that, in his confessional, he said, we haven't had sex, but I've seen her naked. Why are you telling us? They both agree that it has been nice without their phones. So at night, they're able to talk and just enjoy each other without the screen time and all that type of stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. He then said that there's nothing that she's doing that he feels like he hates so much. He then said, I don't know, maybe the new hair. Now, she got two messy-ass cornrows, right? And I was with her. Oh. Because why you talking about that lady's hair like that, Dave? Like, her hair, it doesn't look bad on her. She got vacation hair, okay? She got vacation hair. It's not that big of a deal. So when he said that, he right away was like, oh, just kidding. No. You meant that, right? And you can tell that it took her not only off guard, but it turned her a little bit. She didn't like that at all. She didn't like that at all. And I was with her. I didn't like it, and I don't blame Lauren if she'd have crashed out on him, right? So apparently, Dave knows some of her exes, okay? And she was like, look, the people that Dave knows of mine is kind of like somebody he met at the gym, a friend of someone. So he's telling her, well, look, it's just a little weird to me that you were dating and then you just decided that you want to be in a marriage. He said, because me, myself, I haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years. So I thought everybody was going to be like me, had a hard time dating. And that's why we're all coming onto this show so that we can find someone. He was like, because Molly, okay, remember Molly? So Molly told me that she had a boyfriend 6 months before the process. And I said, why are we talking about Molly? What's happening here? So he said, and I just thought that was interesting. He then asked her if she's nervous about him seeing Molly or talking to Molly. And she was like, are you nervous? And Dave was like, well, I've been thinking about it. Why are you thinking about Molly? You're supposed to be enjoying Lauren. When have you had time to think about Molly? Dave. Somebody said that they didn't think Dave would be the villain of the season. They thought Joey would be. I don't think Dave's going to be the villain of the season per se, but I think Dave is going to be the something of the season. Let me know what you guys thought about episode 7 and episode 7 only. If you have not subscribed to the channel, thumbs up the video. We are headed towards 35 subs. Come join the family, and I will catch you guys in the next one for episode 8. Bye.